I'm not.
Who's doing what here?
Lane's going to take over here. We got the cameras going. Okay, we have Jazz and Mike. What we want to look at is the difference in mechanics for two different sizes. So if we bring Jazz in here, we talked about the mechanics stride length. Well, her stride length is going to be limited because she's shorter. So as a sprinter, she's going to have to take more steps. If that's the case, we want to be able to turn those feet over faster and faster. So if we turn you to the side here, we want to go toe up, knee up, heel up. So as soon as the foot comes off the ground, the toe wants to come up, and then the heel up wants to go to the back of the thigh. What that does is it creates this length of lever, and the shorter lever is going to be able to move through faster. On Mike, if we do the same thing with him, come over here, and stand to the side, toe up, knee up, heel up. Okay, so toe up, knee up, heel up, boom, like that. Okay, so now the length of this lever is quite a bit longer, so if we don't get that knee up, he's going to have to apply more force to get that leg up in the same amount of time. So, but for efficiency, we want toe up, knee up, heel up. But we can do it with both these athletes, from the very tall one to the short athlete, utilizing this machine. So we're going to see how both of these different sizes will set up on this. Go ahead, hop in here. You'll see that just by being built the way it is, the first thing that happens when we change direction is she has to move her toe up using the tibialis anterior. That lets the gastrocnemius stretch and act as a knee flexor so her hamstrings can relax through the cycle. So this actually simulates toe up, knee up, heel up. But core is very important as well. So go ahead and try and pull yourself up. Okay, now push up. There, now try and stay right there. Okay, so this is going to have to, she's going to have to stabilize her core, utilize her hip flexors, and toe up, knee up, heel up. So go ahead and give us like a 6-second sprint. Okay, get those knees up, stay up tall, stay up tall. Good, see how she has to move up? That means she has to stabilize her core. Okay, good. Okay, you can go ahead and hop off.
Good.
Put Mike on. Now, even though Mike's extremely tall, this machine will still work for him. The key is you have to be in the right position at the front. So that's going to be a teaching mechanism that you're going to have to utilize with this machine, is that he has to stay so his shoulders so his chest is level with his hands. Otherwise, he'll drift back. Most people will try and drift back. So we have to stabilize the core and using the arms to keep himself in this position so that he can go toe up, knee up, heel up, and work his hip flexors. Go ahead, give it a 6-second sprint. Good. Eat those knees. Get those knees up. Work your right side. Give them a little. There you go. Okay, stay up tall. Okay, good. Good. So it doesn't matter if you're 6'7" or 5'2". The machine's going to have similar characteristics for each athlete that's using it.
You're the man.
I know my shit. See you guys.
Hey, Bob.
Can we get a all-out run? From the sounds of it, Mike just gave you one.
She probably has more than tank. I like the other one.
Did you feel like you had to stabilize yourself up
that was
there?
the hardest part.
Once I got it,
I actually can't
felt
get
better,
up
but
in that position.
that's tough.
I have a tough time just getting into that position.
You know what, Lane, I'd like, maybe Mike could demonstrate the,
Now I gotta pull up.
I was thinking maybe Mike could demonstrate the plyo version with him laying on the pad.
Okay. Flowers, that's a double leg.
Double leg, yeah.
So you're gonna lay down.
Single leg?
Double leg, laying on the pad, plyo. He's not
Both
gonna be able
legs
to
forward
pull
and
it.
slay pull like the kids can.
Yeah.
You can do it this way?
Stop it here.
He can do it laying, he's gonna have to do it laying down.
Okay, yeah.
But that's another version
There's
of it.
people do it that way.
Of course, it's great. Yeah.
And then just
Pull apart.
Lydia, you got a kind of a right side deficit. Concentrate on your right side.
Okay, now Mike, get up on your hands and go into a sprint now.
Get those knees up. Get those knees up.
Come on, knees up.
Toe up. Toe up. There we go. Good.
That was 6 seconds.
Long 6 seconds.
Mike's in good shape too. Plays basketball every day, lifts weights, does MMA every day. I mean, does anything kill you like this thing does?
That's tough.
I'd like Jazz to do an all-out. What'd you run your 100 in high school?
12.3.
12.3. That'd be like an 11.7 for somebody that's 5'7". If you watch Usain Bolt, how many steps he took,
Right.
okay, in the 100 meters, it's gonna be the exact opposite for Jazz. She's gonna have to take more.
Okay. How about this, Lane? And we can edit what I'm seeing out. You go talk about Jazz being a track athlete, running a 12.300. Now does bikini contests. Recently squatted 275 for one. Okay. Recently squatted what'd you do 225 for?
I think it was 5 or 6.
Okay. Can you kind of throw all that in?
I don't know if I can remember all that.
Okay.
You know,
Just
like
let it
Paul
flow.
knows his numbers.
You want to put this back on, you should just take a picture, you're going to do some other stuff.
We're gonna get Jazz on there again.
Put this or
No,
that?
without it. Okay.
You know.
I'll do it. Go ahead. But you do the biomechanics stuff. Okay. All right, Jazz is going to get on here. Jazz was a track athlete in high school. She now does bikini contests. She's sponsored. Probably in the long term she'll get into bikini modeling, but Jazz prefers to train like an athlete. She likes to lift heavy. She likes to run fast. She ran a 12.300 when she was a sophomore in high school. Recently squatted 225 for 5. Recently squatted 275 for 1. And just for old time's sake, we're going to have her hit a 12.3 on the runner. And let's see what it does to you.
Okay.
Bring those hip flexors up.
Okay. You guys might have to
Coach
me.
We're going to do a combine start. You coach her up.
All right, go ahead. Make sure you're pulling your torso up higher. There you go. I gotta maintain that position.
Oh, man.
Okay, yep, that's what you have to do, just like that. Try and maintain that. All right, ready? Go. All right, now, Jazz being at a disadvantage as a sprinter because she's shorter is going to have to take more steps. If that's the case, then we're going to have to try and get her to take those steps faster. And by utilizing the real runner, getting the hip flexors, learning to
12.3.
go up, knee up, heel up, we can get her to move faster.
I feel like I just ran a 400.
That was pretty cool. I wonder if let's let you cool off. Chris, you want to show Jazz, and you can keep the camera rolling, how to do the plyos supported? Or Zane, would you rather do that? Chris, you up to it?
I don't care what
You guys go.
Go ahead, Zane. Show Jazz what we're doing here. Okay. Jazz, what I'd like you to do next is what Zane's going to do here. Zane's going to do 5 plyos, really bringing those hip flexors up and exploding. Go, Zane. Go into your run. Done. What Zane did was 5 plyos
Made it look easy.
with the hip flexors. Again, one advantage of the machine is the activation of the hip flexors versus box jumps. We do box jumps, we squat, we lift heavy, but the big advantage of this machine is activating those hip flexors. Nothing else activates the hip flexors. Having said that, also on the explosive movement, the positive, it's going to get less muscle soreness, and he's going to generate more speed. Jazz is going to try try this again, or try this for the first time, I should say. Brock can edit this out for me.
What if I can't even do it?
So what was it? It was six plyos and go
Five
right into
plyos
five plyos and go
and-
right into a run. Okay, get your torso up. There you go. Got to pull with the arms and chest and abs.
One.
Now pull with your abs.
Abs. 3. Abs and hip flexors. 4. 5. Run.
Run. Get up there.
Come on. Hip flexors.
There it is.
Done.
That was really hard.
Did you feel yourself change when you got into the right position after a few strides?
Yes. I can feel it when I'm doing it right.
Uh-huh.
Definitely feel it when I'm doing it wrong.
Okay. So there is an overall, there's an overall body training that does go on with this thing.
And there's no documentation, there's no tests, but switching seamlessly from a plyometric exercise into the sprint is bound to have some benefits on both. Anything else we want to do? We want to take some pictures on the computer.
Go ahead and hit the camera, I guess, is it off?